What's up, you guys? Welcome to the video. I am here joined with my friend Noah, who, if you guys saw the last video, you have heard his story by now. We are starting the day doing what? What are we about to do?
Back training here
Back
in
day.
San Diego.
Here in San Diego. Let's do it.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, see you on TV, sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I wouldn't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it. Say congratulations.
Thanks, man. Whew, all right, and workout is done. I think I have finally found someone that sweats as much as I do, or even a little bit more, or even a little bit more. I don't know. It was definitely interesting, bro. You killed it. You look great. You look great. But yeah, it was. That was a really good workout. That was fun. Now we should probably shower. Not together.
Wait a minute.
Not together.
Hold up.
That's not why you came down. Little post-workout meal. This is probably my favorite place to come, honestly. Like, they have a lot of good options. We're at Panera Bread, as you guys saw, but I always get the U-pick too. So I got like basically what you can do is get like a half sandwich. So I got a half sandwich, and then I also got like a little half salad right here. Oh my gosh, that one's fell apart. So a little half salad right here, and then you can always choose the side, and I always go with bread because I love bread. I actually feel kind of bad right now because Noah let me know that he does intermittent fasting until 2, and it's like 1:45. I was like, it should be fine, but he's actually not eating, so I'm kind of interested. You implement intermittent fasting, and then you said you kind of eat when you're hungry, so I'm just kind of interested, like, why do you do that, and what benefits have you seen from that?
Sure. I mean, intuitively, you know, I've learned to really listen to my body. You know, so much of weight loss is wrapped up in, you know, counting calories and tracking meals and tracking things, and you know, I did that for years. And you know, for me, you know, I had to figure out how to live outside of that. And so, like this afternoon, you know, if I was hungry, post-workout, what I would typically have is typically like a shake, you know, with blended bananas, powdered peanut butter. It's a great alternative if you don't have that in your meals. But you know, so that's something that I'll have like typically post-workout if I'm working out in the morning. But I really listen to my body, and it works for me. You know, I do not suggest everybody do what I do. You know, you've got to find what works for you. And so I love my coffees, I will say that. Espresso, quad shot of espresso on ice is typically what it is.
So I think that's interesting because a lot of people will like say, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that. For me, I think what's the most important thing is finding what works for you, right? And what works for me is normally I will not eat until maybe I won't eat until after my workout at maybe about 12. But it really does depend, and obviously it's been working for you. So yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I wanted to share that with you guys. Now I'm gonna eat food while he watches me, and I feel kind of weird about it. So that was a lot of fun. Noah is an absolutely awesome guy, and I never know what to expect when people kind of, you know, because he hit me up and asked if he could come down, if we could film, and I never know what to expect, right? You know, because it's not like I had ever met him before, and it's really cool because with social media, it gives you that chance to meet people, and then, like, I feel like we really connected really well, and he believes a lot of the same stuff that I believe, and that's just always really cool, because again, you're taking that chance, right? Like, I don't know how he's gonna be in person. I don't know how anybody's gonna be in person, so it's always really nice when it works out, and it worked out really well, so that was awesome. Now I need to get some work done, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So we're here at CrossFit Darkside now, and we're actually going to be doing a lot of squatting in today's workout. And as you guys know, I don't have the best mobility in the world, so I wanted to show you guys 2 stretches that I do every single day that I'm going to be doing any sort of squatting movement. I pretty much do this every single day, and I feel like it really just gets my body ready for squatting. So the first stretch you guys are going to see is an elevated pigeon. Pigeon stretch is something that's pretty popular in yoga, and then if you do raw mod, you'll be doing pigeon too. But I like to use this bench right here, and I'll elevate my leg, and then it'll give me a little bit better of a stretch. You might not need to elevate your leg if you have really tight glutes. You might not need to do the elevated leg. For me, I like to do the elevated leg. It helps me a lot. And with all of these stretches, it'll be a 2-minute hold on each leg. And then after I do the elevated pigeon, I'll do what is called the couch stretch. You'll see a lot of people do this stretch actually against the wall, but for me, my hips are pretty tight, so I actually, again, utilize this bench, and it makes it a little bit less intense, but for me, it's still a really, really good stretch. So after doing those stretches, let me show you what my squat looks like. I'm the first to say, I know my squat is not perfect, but this looks a lot better than it did before I did these stretches. Like I said, it's not perfect, but a lot better than it was. So if you have issues with squatting and your mobility, I would say give those a shot. But the one caveat, and something that I think is very, very important to say, is everyone has different restrictions, right? So it's up to you to kind of have to figure out, like for me, I had to figure out what was restricting myself. And once I figured that out, I was able to kind of tailor make a stretching routine for me before my workouts that really helped me get into the best positions possible. What are we doing today?
Back squat.
And are you gonna use your new fancy shoes?
Of course.
Can I see them?
Yeah.
Jeez, look at those. Who got you those?
It's a cool guy.
It's a cool guy?
Yeah.
Are you excited to squat?
I am excited to squirt. That's what I'm excited for.
Squirt means squat. Yeah. So what the first part of today's workout is we're doing obviously back squats, and we are working up to a
1 rep max.
1 rep max. I'm not sure if I will get a new PR today, but basically working up to a very heavy single. What are you going for? What do you want to hit today?
Today,
Yes.
I want to hit at least 260 today.
260?
260.
All right. What do you want to hit today?
190.
190?
Yes.
So the most you ever squat is 185 for 2, and now you want to hit 190 for 1. I believe you. What about you, Eric? What do you want to hit today?
I'll be happy with 385.
385. I honestly, so the most I've ever done is 375. So obviously I would love to hit that or something over that, but I haven't squatted super heavy in a while. So I'm just hoping that when I do get heavier, that it feels okay. That's honestly my goal. This is my current 1 rep max. Almost pooped my pants. Well, you don't win every day. So you did get a PR though. 5 pounds, 190. Yeah, you know, you don't win every day. Now we're gonna be doing the Metcon, which is toes to bar and front squats.
Say congratulations. Now they always say congratulations.
we are back home and showered up now. Now, normally I would come on here and talk about, you know, oh, failure is part of life, and try and do this kind of inspirational speech, I guess, talking about failure. But honestly, like, when I really think about it, like, we all have bad days. Like, that was my PR, and I mean, I got pretty close to it, and I just wasn't able to hit it today. It's really not that big of a deal. I was happy for Amanda and for Jazz. They were both able to hit PRs. So, you know, some days are gonna be your day, and some days aren't, and it's really not that big of a deal. With all that being said, I do wanna say a huge thank you to Noah for coming out. He just texted me like an hour and a half ago and said that he just got home. I guess the traffic was really bad, but I do wanna say thank you to him for coming down and dealing with all that traffic and letting me, you know, share his story and film that, because it was something that I really thought was interesting, and I thought that you guys would be able to get, you know, a little bit of inspiration and just a little bit more knowledge from him. But I want to say thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. There was one other thing that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, look how buff I am.
Obey the warning signs, and when there are flashing lights or wigwags, don't attempt to cross until they come to a complete stop.